What's up everyone, 7-Star Mike here, and I know it's been a while since I've shown you guys a float trade, but we've got a good one for you today and it's already making bank. Let's check out BA. Alright guys, so as promised, let's take a look at BA. Now, this is what I'm looking at. I want to show you guys the flow. Early in the morning, remember I'm on the West Coast, so this is 6:43 my time. So 13 minutes into the market open, we have these September 215 call sweeps coming in. It's an ask side and it's a sweep for $200,000+. Now for BA, that actually doesn't even capture my attention, but right after that, you can see just shortly after, we have the same contract above the ask, yellow sweep. That is a big order for $2.9 million. And then right after that, they hit it for another $200,000+. So this is going out to September. So there's plenty of time on this one. Now I believe earnings are July 26 on this. So these guys intend to hold this through earnings. This is a long-term trade. This is designed as a swing, and they're going to put $3+ million into a position that they're going to hold for a few months, and that is an aggressive entry. That is a pretty good sign for BA. That's pretty bullish. Now let me show you what's going on with those contracts. All right, so here's the chart. This is what I'm looking at. 211.70. I've got a line there that I wanted to see it clear, which it did. I've got 214.50. I'm going to show you where I got these lines in just a moment. 216.12 is the next target. So target number one was already reached, even though it's just the same day we opened this position. There's plenty of time on this one, so remember, we can let this one marinate. Now, before I show you the levels on there, let's go back to the actual trade that I'm in. You can see right over here at the top of your screen, that's my actual order. I did block out the account number here, so that's why there's a big black space there. But what we're looking at here is 647 is when I entered. 644 is when that flow came in. So I got in a few minutes after I noticed the flow. You can see they paid 13.66 for it. I paid 13.66, so same price. Okay, currently the mid price is 15.38. So 13.66 entry, it's currently 15.38, and there is plenty of time to go on this contract. So let's go back to the chart. Let me show you what I'm looking at and why. Now this was an area I wanted to see it clear. You can see we popped right in the morning, gave it back, and then we're kind of consolidating in that area. We finally got above it. We came back down. It held as support, and then it went on to already hit target number one. It did reject there a little bit, rejected a second time, and when it finally pushed through, that level became support. Now we're working on target number two. So where did I get these levels? It's extremely simple. All I did was choose the recent highs. So this high right here, which is what we cleared earlier in the day, that's where I got that first line. That's where I was saying I wanted to see it above. This cluster over here, you can see we've got a few high points here that act as resistance. That was my target number one. I wanted to see it clear that. That's 214.50. We're currently at 214.94. So we did clear that. We're working on target number two, which is 216.12. Where did I get that one? Well, I'm simply going back to the next available high. This is the first one here. If we clear that, this is the next one. Target number three, well, we've got way up here at this high, and that's going to be 218.57. So that's how I laid out my targets. We've got plenty of time on this one. Now, why do I have a line at 208.58? This was a previous level of resistance that we finally broke out of yesterday. So what is possible, once we make a breakout of a previous resistance, it is possible to come back down and test that area to see if it holds as support and then maybe get a bounce again. So I've got that level there as a potential stop. Now, it's 214.93. We don't want to see it down to 208.58. That would be a big drop. But since this is a breakout of this resistance, it is possible to break out, come back and retrace, and then go on for the next leg up. So you have to be aware that it could potentially drop that far. And you don't want to take this trade if it drops that far, and that's against your risk tolerance. So you do want to be mindful that it can do that and still be a good chart trade. But this wasn't taken based on the chart. This was taken following someone who put $3 million into this options contract. So let's go back to the actual trade. Currently 15.45. This is real time. It's 15.38. You can see it changing. So this is the real time contract price. This is my entry here. You can see filled price 13.66. So BA, that's the trade that I'm in. We're going to let this one marinate. We're going to see if we can go hit those target levels. We already cleared one. We're working on number two. Number three would be a good about 3.5 points up from here. So that's going to make a nice trade if we can reach that level. So BA, then 915, 215 calls based on flow. Thanks for watching.